Don't try to buy something when numbers are tight. You cannot really determine what the value in 9 months is going to be. Now, talking about the rehab budget, it's something where a lot of you guys are also having struggle, and it's tremendously important to determine what is the best offer that you guys will be make to the wholesaler or to the realtor to determine what is the highest and best that you can spend for this particular property to still make money. So if you're looking for rehab budgets, you have usually three categories. One, you have this easy, light rehab. You have an average rehab and you have a heavy rehab. The easy and light ones usually for us means in and out within a month, pretty much like putting lipstick on a pig, right? The property is rental already. You could put a tenant in there today and they would not complain, in decent condition. It just might be slightly outdated. It might need some new paint, maybe a new cabinets, maybe some small upgrades, but you can go in and out and sell those ones super quickly. So if you're doing a fix and flip, it will be like an in and out quick sale. Most of those usually don't work as flips because realtors and wholesalers tend to sell them really, really close to retail value. Therefore, there is not as much value add. However, rehabbers will be more comfortable, right? This means you will eventually have to replace the bathroom. Maybe you have to do new flooring. Maybe you have to do roofs. So there will be some of these major items like a roof and AC or plumbing that you might have to replace, but not all of them at the same time. And there might be some exterior paint that you have to do, and maybe you have to replace a bathroom, but the kitchen is fine, or the kitchen has to be replaced, but the bathrooms are fine. So you have some interior upgrades. You have some of the major items that need to be done. And then you have the heavy rehabs, which pretty much means everything needs to be done. Roof, AC, windows, plumbing, whole interior, whole exterior. It's pretty much a full gut rehab. But those ones, under most market conditions, you want to stay away from them, because if your market is as we are right now, high interest rates, affordability issues, you try to be in and out within 3 months, because some of these rehabs might take 6 or 9 months. Now, if you're buying this now, you cannot really determine what the value in 9 months is going to be if you're in a declining market. Something major could happen with the global economy, interest rates go up again, and all of a sudden that property value is less than you've determined initially, meaning now you might not make any profit, or you might actually lose money. So try to be in and out as quick as possible and stay away from these heavy rehabs. If there's not a tremendous amount of potential profit, stay away from those. Trust me when I tell you guys from experience that those ones will always have more expenses added, because there's just things you don't see, and the worse the rehab is going to be, the more of these unexpected things that will pop up. So now, once you understand those three classifications on light, average, heavy, you can go within your market and get some rough square foot bids, price per square foot bids from subcontractor groups to understand how much would it cost for you guys to rehab in those kind of properties. So once you build relationships with subcontractors, that will give you some kind of range, and every market is different. So what I'm going to tell you guys now works for our market, but it might not work for your market, because there's different standards, different costs per square footage in general. For us, a light rehab going in and out quickly is usually around 20 to 25 bucks a square foot. If you're in the average rehab, you probably are going to be between $35 and $45 a square foot, and then anything in the heavy starts at 50 all the way up to 60, 70 bucks a square foot, depending on like how bad it is. But like I said, we're going to stay within an average rehab, so in at 35, 40 bucks a square foot is usually what most of rehabs are. Therefore, we're going in, we're always conservative, we're always taking the higher bid if you're not sure, and then take that value, put it into our calculation. Know what's the ARV, what is our closing cost, what are realtor fees, what are other fees like inspections or recording fees or pictures that we might take, and then obviously we have our insurance and taxes by owning this property. We have our hard money lending cost that you have to factor in, origination fee, how many months are you going to take a hard money loan out, and what is this going to cost you, and then you will have all your expenses plus obviously your rehab costs, and you'll factor all that in, and then know what is the lowest price for you guys to come in to still make a profit. And then obviously you will have to play around with what kind of profit you guys want to make. So if you want to make 30, 40,000, you take another 30, $40,000 off this value to determine what is going to be your offer to make 30 grand, to have a conservative budget, to sell it at that target ARV after factoring realtor costs, hard money costs, and all those things. Now, talking about expenses, you always want to be on the conservative side. Always budget for more months that you will have this hard money loan, just to be safe. If you think it's going to take you 3 months or 4 months to do that rehab, budget another 2 or 3 months in your hard money costs. If you think it's going to be $45,000 in rehab, budget $50,000 in rehab, just to be safe, because ultimately it might cost you more. And if not, you'll happily surprise because you make more profit. Don't try to buy something when numbers are tight, because I can tell you that 90% of the time you'll walk away making $5,000, $10,000, or eventually breaking even. You've taken massive risk by getting a loan. You've engaged eventually equity partners or other people fund these deals, and you don't want to do deals where you spend 4 or 5 months working hard, lining all those things up, making $5,000 or $10,000. There's so many other ways how you can easily, with no risk, make $5,000 or $10,000. You want to make sure that all the time, effort, stress you'll put into those properties is worth something. So put a threshold in there and tell yourself, if I'm not going to make at least X amount of money, I'm not going to touch this opportunity, and I'm going to be patiently waiting for the next one. But a lot of times it is better for you guys to say no to a deal and learn from it than doing a deal and just being too excited and impatient. There's deals out there every single day. You just have to stay consistent with your acquisition strategies, having exposure to deals. And if you guys want to learn how to acquire deals for free without spending any money, using your relationships, leveraging relationships to realtors, finding investor-friendly realtors, and how to determine who are the right wholesalers to deal with, we have a whole different video about that in detail on how you guys are able to do that. But leverage you guys' relationships to acquire these opportunities and just have more exposure to leads, so you'll be finding the right opportunity for you guys. And again, if this video was valuable for you guys and you've been taking some kind of knowledge from it, please go ahead, like and subscribe. I appreciate that. And as always, leave comments if you guys have any ideas for future videos that we can create. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys checking in, and until next time.